And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's Legend of Zelda Randomizer Nightly Race. We have Truant Gamer versus Redbird Grad versus Sea Falcon and versus Vonky. I am Darkfalls 1983. Joining me in a little bit will be Leslie Pro 04. Will be playing Bracket Flags tonight. I hope everyone is doing well. We should be underway momentarily. Just got a couple more people to get ready in the RSC. So Bracket Flags, we're playing with second quest rooms. We are playing with plus or minus 2 HP enemies. And we're playing with a first quest overworld, so we'll have our typical 3 large secrets. Enemies will be randomized throughout the world of Hyrule. And I do believe I do have Leslie Pro 04 with me in chat now. How are you doing today, Leslie?
Doing good. Sunday night. Let's have some fun with Rando. And I have to say, it feels good to be back with the commentary scene of things.
Absolutely, my friend. So what are we looking here? What do you want to see us starting off today?
Well, for one, I want to see a seed that doesn't throw too many rough, nasty curveballs, because I've been seeing a number of those lately across the board between this and A Link to the Past. But let's have a good race. Let's have a good seed.
So throughout the world of Hyrule, when we start off, we are playing with an easy starting set, so we will have multiple places we can go right at the beginning. We will be looking for a wooden sword right off the bat, and we will be looking for probably a couple levels and that all-important Armos item.
Yep, those are good places to start.
So I'll throw some in the chat. Chat, what do you guys want to see for our Armos item today? And I'll throw it to you as well, Leslie. What do you want to see?
Well, honestly, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say for the Armos item, I want to see Lord Banana. All hail.
Kind of like a dark Earth shot. I want to see a little bit of trouble for these guys. I'm going to give them the book today, I think.
Okay, that might be a bit mean. Actually, that would be a good coast item.
Well, no, because then they'll never see it. We could have it in levels 1 or 2 where they'll be bopped into it, hopefully.
Yep, or try to troll the book only for the keys to be the troll.
Yes, this is true. So looking at our runners, we do have Redbird Grad, who went pretty deep in the last tournament that was just finished up a couple months ago. And we are underway. We also have Truant Gamer, who is also a force. Sea Falcon, who is an up-and-comer, and Vonky, who is also a force to be reckoned with. So this should be a very good race between the 4 of these guys.
And this is not Maury Povich.
And it does look like they're all going up to the Lost Hills to see what this Armos item possibly is. We got 3 over here, then we got 1 in the Deadwoods, and then we got 1 up in Death Mountain.
Also, to answer a question from chat, Truant Gamer is using the vanilla Link sprite, whereas our other 3 players are using a palette swap to make it appear as though that they have red ring. No, they don't. Red and green have been swapped on their end.
Yep, similar to A Link to the Past, which I'm sure a lot of people in chat are familiar with. Legend of Zelda NES does have a variety of sprite sets. They also have color swaps, so you can swap your color at will as well.
Oh, somebody call Brookie, because we have Brookie-approved bombs.
And we have your banana for the Armos item.
Redbird found it, but then took a death. Lord Banana could not save him this time.
That is a nice item to have early on, especially when you don't have any weaponry. It lets you study enemies, so you can kind of get by them a little bit safer. Our enemies in the overworld haven't been too bad so far. Guerrillas are never fun, but that seems to be our most deadly one that we've seen.
Ugh, rough mid-secret, though. 26, 1 above the minimum. Redbird found a level, but unfortunately, the Stalfos will not go down at 0 HP, but for the first time tonight, folks, name that ink blot.
Gonna see if we can get around it, but we cannot, so we will have to come back here later on once we get some weaponry under our belt.
Yep, and honestly, when you've played this game, who hasn't danced with Ganon in the pale moonlight? Oh, that big secret is atrocious. 59. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
A little bit on the low end, so this could be a little bit of a money starved seed. We'll see how they deal with that. Potions and blue ring may be a little bit out of the way.
But you'll want to head to the cave right before the coast item because that's where we got our sword, and Truant Gamer is the first to find it out of our 4 featured runners.
Thankfully for them, they do have the cheap bombs, though, so that's going to be a bit of a help.
Definitely.
And Vonky, on the other hand, is our first runner to get their candle, so they'll be able to start burning down the bushes and start a little bit of a forest fire.
Yep, as well as create a bit of a forest fire for our enemies. And Truant's the first to return to level 2, by the way.
2 is a really nice level to go to, especially early on. It does have that one item that's just hanging out on the ground. Sometimes you have to kill a room for it. It's usually not too bad.
And we've got 2 HP keys first to deal with.
Beefy keys are never fun.
Yep.
Now, Truant could try to do what they call the Canana key here. He could kill that bat and use it to trick his way through that upper door, but he's not going to try to go for that.
Yep, and by that push block not moving, we can say that this is not a segmented dungeon. And we're key blocked out of level 2. While Vonkel purchases an arrow. Now, it is possible for a Goma to be blocking silver arrows, so that's still a pretty good purchase. Truant Gamer is... Oh, gotcha, my mistake on that, Vanky. Whereas Vanilla level 2 has a bomb shop. A lot of bomb shops this seed, which is a good thing, because we're going to be needing them. Well, Redbird finds an Octorok wanting $2.
Yeah, a lot of action going on hot and heavy with 4 of them on the screen. We'll see who makes the next play into a dungeon. Now, we do have Sea Falcon down in level 2. We'll see if he tries to Canana key this at the moment. And he's going to continue and come back.
Yep, he's not even going to bother with that room.
Redbird Grad also finding the Any Road, so he's going to look around a bit up here. See if it takes him down to where he wants to go, which we know is on the coast to get the sword.
And a vanilla low secret, so not a big money seed at all. We got ourselves a poverty seed, but the door repair, if I saw it right, was a 17 penalty, so that, all things considered, isn't too bad. And we got level 4 found at vanilla level 1.
And Vonky is going to dig around a little bit here, see what he finds.
Doing a quick up A continue. Oh, and Redbird takes a death in the overworld.
Yeah, you kind of want to minimize your deaths, especially in the overworld, just because of how much travel it takes to get back to where you were. So deaths can be quite costly if you're not careful.
Yep. Oh, dear. That's trouble. Blue Landmillas in 4. Gets around it, though, and is using candle strats on the ropes.
Now, that is a possible item room, though, in this level 4 that Vonky is not able to complete. So if that is our item, he might have to come back here later on.
Yep, let's see what happens as he disposes of this last rope. Well, he missed on that attempt. Now, the reason he has to go back out of that room and go back in is because Blue Candle basically just can only be used once per screen, so you have to do that. Did find the dungeon's heart container, though, and Redbird's along the same path, but without Candle, I don't think he's going to be able to clear those ropes. Oh, nope. Oh, wait, he's got bombs.
Yeah, you can group up and just bomb him. He will get a heart container, but that's all he's going to get here. Might be thinking about coming back later with a sword, and that is what he's going to be doing at this point. It looks like Sea Falcon is going to be going to check the what we call the Forgotten Spot down here on the middle part of Hyrule. That's a spot that a lot of people forget about. We find our white sword item. It's the wand today, which is a great item to pick up.
Yep, that's an attack upgrade, and if you hit A and B at the same time, you can get stacked damage, which really helps.
Now, to pick up that wand, we will need between 4 and 6 hearts. It's randomly generated per seed. So he will have to come back here if he wants that, but we'll see what they choose to do. Vonky is very close to being able to pick that up once he gets over there.
Yep, he's got a 2 in 3 chance of picking that up, and he's found level 8.
It's a nice one to find because it does have those 2 items, so yeah, a little bit more bang for your buck here. Without a sword, though, it's usually one of the very larger dungeons. Probably doesn't want to stay here too long without weaponry.
True that, but on the plus side, did find a free key. Also, to answer chat's question, that's a good one. That could really depend on the runner, the seed, amongst a number of things. Wonder if there's a way for Fred to calculate that.
And we do have level 6 as well down on Sea Falcon side.
Yep, and a free key.
Now that's a nasty screen that Truant Gamer just found. The upper waterfall with a lot of blue darkness guarding that cave.
Yeah, Redbird died on that screen, and Truant just took a death on the same screen. Let's hope for our runner's sake there's nothing important there, because that just looks nasty. And level 7 is the Lionel's Den.
Haven't seen many Wizrobes yet, so that's still going to be lurking for us somewhere.
Hopefully, the later, the better.
Vonky looking around here in level 7 finds a leave any, so he's going to have to sacrifice either a heart or a bomb count. That's off his maximum, so he will never get that back unless he finds another heart container.
And he's leaving because, guess what? Wizrobes.
I spoke too soon.
It happens.
Good thing for Vonky, though, is he looks like he's going to be heading around the coast, so he should be getting his wooden sword relatively soon.
Yeah, but even so, Wizrobes, that's not something worth messing with.
I mean, you could have the God Wizrobes and have them be nice and squishy to kill.
One can hope.
These Gibdos, though, that Sea Falcon's dealing with are not squishy. They're a little on the higher side of the HP count, so it's going to be a little bit annoying to fight with just a wooden sword.
Yep, a nice thing to find would be a sword upgrade. It's in one. The white sword's going to be in one of these dungeons. Ooh, free triangle, but it's ducking down the stairway to see where that is. Nope, so just going to take the triangle right in front of the Gleeok's face and peace on out. Or will we do a Rick 6 and go back in?
And we just saw the red ring on the coast, so that's going to be a very nice item to pick up once they get the ladder.
In a poverty seed like this, that is huge for our runners. What's a spectacle rock? A shop. And we found where Mags is, but to pick that up, you need anywhere between 10 and 14 hearts, and for Redbird, yeah, that's a ways off.
But he does find level 1. Level 1 is probably one of the better dungeons to find right away. It does have 2 items, one just on the ground and one beneath a staircase. Not having a sword, that's a little bit problematic.
Yep, and Redbird's taking that as a hospital with an up A to continue to get back to 3 hearts.
Level 1 does have Wizards, though, everyone's favorite enemy, and a ladder block, possibly. Alright, we can get it. Oh, that's a Lionel Wizard set. That's not going to be fun.
That's gross.
So we found a lot of dungeons, but not much in terms of items yet. Having a 13-plus minute sword is never a good feeling.
True that, but also, chat, name that inkblot. I dare say that looks like a key. A very large key, I might add.
Max plus pie, I like vacuum cleaner.
Uh-oh, those gels are not squishy. They're not at 0 HP, so Lord Banana is not going to be able to take them out. I don't know what Redbird's doing, trying to get as many of them together as possible, and then burn them. And that's exactly what he did. Pretty good strategy there for with not having a sword.
This is a potential item room, so as long as he kills these 2 last shells, he can check that push block and see what he gets here. If it does push. He wants some kind of weaponry, so he probably want either the red candle, the white sword. Something that'll give him a little bit of offense.
Yep, and both of those would be good.
And instead, unfortunately, nothing.
Yep, so that's a key block situation. So Redbird's going to... and that's on the very bottom left corner, too. That's not going to be easy to return to.
Yeah, that bottom west side is a little annoying to get to route in, so that could be one of the... I don't want to say last spots because it does have 2 items, but it's maybe a pain to get back for him.
Yeah, that's like having to double dip Turtle Rock in Zelda 3, Rando. Ugh. As we're watching Truant Gamer go through level 6, the tech tykes are going to be annoying to get to because you've got these bubbles going around, which when hit, it's going to disable Link's sword. And one thing you will see with tech tykes is that they do tend to teleport because they weren't meant to take sword knockback damage. They were meant to be beaten rather quick. Uh-oh, ladder block.
And no ladder, so he's going to come back later. Vonky, on the other hand, going to this level 5, dealing with some bunnies. Gonna see what he finds over here, maybe.
Note that he did find a compass, so now he has an idea of where to go to get the Triforce.
And he does have a possible item room here, so we'll see if this is anything for him. And the block does push. We have a staircase, and it is just a transport.
Could be helpful, or it could be not so. I'm gonna vote on the not... Oh, hi, Dick Dogger. I'm gonna vote on that being not so helpful. That's just... Oh, wait, we get a hint. Goma creeps on Death Mountain as Redbird finds paper.
So that point's just to level 6, which we already knew, but at least the game's trying to help us a little bit.
Yep, with mixed hints, it's not guaranteed to be helpful. I see what Sea Falcon's doing here. Trying to find a bomb hole when you have a bomb drop in a room. Not a bad idea. Also, it's worth noting Vonkel is playing as the Zelda sprite. And when playing as the Zelda sprite, when you get to level 9, you're still defeating Ganon, but you're rescuing Link. I keep butchering that Vonky. Okay, I think I got it. Vonky.
Alright, Redbird is still clearing out Death Mountain here, looking for some weaponry. Gonna be disappointed to find that's not up here in this cave, though.
Speaking of weaponry, Truant Gamer did purchase a candle, as Redbird is up-Aing out of a door repair. When the door repair message is long enough, you can escape it, thankfully. If you have a short one, like LOL, Kappa, Nih, etc., or the Metal Gear Solid Alert, then you're not able to escape it.
And Truant Gamer coming across 8 himself, gonna dig around a little bit.
And Vonky does get a heart container, What is unclear, though, was that the dungeons one or the floor drop. We don't know yet. And Sea Falcon is teeing off on bunnies. And the turret sniped Truant Gamer.
The general rule of thumb is that the first heart you find in a dungeon is always going to be the dungeon heart. So you never assume it's going to be the dungeon item until you actually know for sure.
Well, if the dungeon item is the heart container, then that means level 2 would have 2 heart containers instead of the usual 1, which wouldn't be terrible.
Correct. And Redbird Grad making the beeline to the coast, gonna grab his sword finally. Probably a little annoyed to see it over there, but he will pick it up momentarily.
Redbird is starting to approach blue ring territory, but knowing what we know about the seed, might be better to hold on to that money for a bomb upgrade.
And Redbird grabbing his sword, now he can start cleaning out some of these dungeons that he's found. He has found quite a bit of them.
And Vonky found a Doma in level 2. Let's hope that's not the item room. And it's not the Triforce room, thankfully. Yep, 2 heart containers in level 2. And a red candle in level 8.
Yeah, the heart in level 2 is kind of a... I don't want to say a kick in the pants, but it's not something you want to see, considering that level 2 is the kind of spot where you want to have an item that's going to help you.
Well, true. But considering that the tolls max life or max bombs this seed, it's not too terrible. Although if I wanted to find those tolls, I'd want to find one with life or anything with 3 hearts.
And Redbird just did the Canana Key to get through, and then gets killed by some Molas. I don't believe he yet.
Sea Falcon has found the any key in level 8.
So, as I was saying, Redbird Grad does that Canana Key glitch. With 0 keys in a shutter room, when you kill that last enemy, the game will think that door is open for you. The problem was he didn't leave back through it, so the game re-shut it on him.
And Vonky does have our first triangle of our featured runners. Got the 1 out of 2. Oh, and on level 8, name that ink blot. Holy segment. I can only imagine what level 7's gonna look like, because 7 and 8 are on the same 8x8 grid.
So level 7 is basically going to be anything on that 8x16, 8x8 that is blacked out. Alright, sorry about that, chat. We are back with you now. So we do have Redbird Guard continuing to clear out level 2. Vonky is looking over on the Lost Hills area. Sea Falcon joining Redbird in level 2, and Truant Gamer excavating level 5.
Truant Gamer sees the hint about Goma being on Death Mountain. And also out of 5.
Redbird making quick work of the good dose, even with a wooden sword. Kind of an annoying enemy to set. The knockback is nice, though, since they kind of just bounce back into you. And Sea Falcon has grabbed the Triforce in 2, so he will be on his way as well.
Yep, Max plus Pi has covered it. So far, we have Heart Container in level 2, Red Candle, Magical Key in 8, Armos holding Lord Banana, Red Ring on the coast, and Wand is her White Sword item, and Vonky takes it F.
Redbird grabbing his second heart here in 2, so he knows that now all he needs is the Triforce, and he's going to make a beeline down to that lower corner to pick that up.
Yep, but Redbird only has 3 keys, so he's going to have to find a way to get there without using keys if possible, but that's not going to... Well, he's going to have to go another way because that's ladder blocked.
Well, we do know it's possible because we have 2 people that have gotten their Triforce here already.
Looks like Vonky's taking another crack at level 4.
Sea Falcon's still looking around level 2. Gonna go look for that item. It's just gonna be the second heart for him, so he's not gonna be too happy to see that, but rather than a sharp stick in the eye.
Yep, he's on the right track, that's for sure. And we got Vonky finding the staircase in 4 and picking up the raft. Now we haven't seen all the dungeons yet, so this could still be required.
I believe we're missing 3 and 9 still.
Yeah, so we could have 3 at a raft spot and 9 at Recorder Lake, which would be interesting. Or they could have it the other way around. By the way, speaking of required, or in this case, lack thereof, that Goma in 2 is a red herring. It's not required.
Redbird grabbed back into 5-2. Gonna dig around a bit now that he's armed.
And with paper, he'll be able to purchase potions. So chat, what do you think tonight's going to be? A Pepsi night or a Coke night? Sea Falcon has picked up the heart container out of level 2 and has left.
Truant Gamer digging around on Burton Row here. See what he finds.
To answer chat, while it is a poverty seed, yes, you can still find enough secrets and rupee drops to still get up to the maximum rupees, which, compared to other Zelda titles, is relatively low. However, the game couldn't go past 255, and that's an unfortunate overworld death on Truant Gamer's side. Meanwhile, Vonky's found Jurassic Park, but no bombs means those Dodongos get to live for now. Looks like Vonky's trying to set up a block clip.
And Leslie, while we do have a little bit of exploration going on, we would be remiss in not thanking our tracker behind the scenes today, Cyclone G. Thank you, Cyclone, for the hard work behind the scenes with the Triforce count and the Edma count. as well as thank you, of course, to the Speed Gaming family for letting us showcase these races on a weekly basis every Sunday night.
Ooh, and Vonky takes a death in level 4. Unfortunate. Meanwhile, Sea Falcon using red candle strats to clear out a room. Too bad that staircase isn't going to lead anywhere.
Sea Falcon does have that nice any key though, so considering this has been a little bit of a key-starved seed, that any key has been quite a bit of a help for him.
Yep, maybe there's a stairway in this room or a bomb wall. No bomb wall, so a stairway. No, game's deciding to be a troll. So now I'm curious, what does this ink blot in 4 look like? 5, rather.
Truant Gamer jumping into the block there so the lead mollusk can't hit him, but you can kill them. It's a nice little glitch kind of that you can use to protect yourself while dealing with enemies that are quite a bit of a pain to fight sometimes.
Speaking of a pain, that transport staircase that Sea Falcon took led right to the Dig Dogger and the Goma hint.
Ribble with a quad race, we unfortunately do not have a map. We just have the items in the Triforce count.
Meanwhile, Sea Falcon not giving up on level 5 so easily.
Unfortunately, we know that it's key blocked, and he'll have to get that news momentarily.
But unfortunately, Sea Falcon taking a death.
Redbird coming across level 7. I'm a little surprised he hasn't gone back down to 1, though.
This opening of level 7 does not look like it's going to be easy. Yet Redbird is giving it a shot. No, heading the other way. Oh, and we are ladder required to get the bow. What a twist. Step over the water to reach the bow. That could be ladder, that could be raft. Looks like Redbird's gonna try to take on these Wizrobes, which 2 hearts, green mail, that's not gonna be easy because it's like 1 hit and done. Speaking of 1 hit, there's a snipe. Meanwhile, Truant Gamer has picked up the wand. Now, the wand beam isn't gonna do anything against Wizrobes, but the part of the wand that comes out still does white sword damage. And we got a hit on Sea Falcon's side that Goma creeps with the magical boomerang, so we know the inferior model is in level 6.
That's good to know because that is a dungeon that people do not want to dig out unless they absolutely have to. So to have that knowledge is definitely a boon.
Yep, that's a plus for Sea Falcon. And as Redbird goes to 8, he will eventually come across the red candle and the magical key, also known as the any key, as Sea Falcon also picks up the wand. But takes the death on the overworld.
Yeah, I'm assuming Redbird will be happy to see that any key, considering that keys have not been his friend so far.
Yeah, in terms of keys, this seed has been pretty starved, and we're about in the range of 4 to 5 hearts for the wand. So having 6, while nice to know that you've got your bases covered, isn't quite necessary here. And we got a mold worm in level 1.
Redbird coming across the transport in level 8 here. Gonna keep digging around though, look for that Triforce in the item.
Now we know where the Triforce is because he did pick up the compass. Now he didn't pick up the map, which, well, when he sees it, he'll see how convoluted this 8 is with how segmented it is.
Now look at this room that Vonky is in. This is a fun room. NSU with vinyls, wizrobes, and bubbles.
This is bringing back memories of Wolfman dealing with all those blue wizrobes in an NSU room, and Redbird takes a death in 8.
Yeah, this room is kind of one of those rooms where you kind of want to look for the primary enemy if you can, and maybe try to respawn some of these guys. If they even let you out of the doorway.
Yeah, because right now the enemies should be flagged for camping here. But that's just my opinion.
Vonky, unfortunately, taking a death, so he's going to have to come back here. This is a brutal room, especially for level 1.
Yeah, one wouldn't think rooms that brutal would be in level 1. Well, surprise.
Truant Gamer also going to find this lovely room of pain momentarily.
Yep, very painful room as Sea Falcon gets the raft, Vonky takes another death.
At what point, Leslie, do you choose to come back here when you're a little bit more armed?
If it's me, it's as soon as I see that NSU room. That might be enough to convince me to grind for Blue Ring. Even in a poverty seed. The Blue Ring, potions, something. Truant Gamer didn't even get to that room in 1 before taking a death. Just gonna save and come back, and that would probably be a wise move. Meanwhile, Vonky's giving it another go. Actually going left this time, see if there's a way around it. As Redbird finds the any key. And the game, for the 1 hit that you get in level 1, game is deciding to be snarky.
Redbird, probably happy to see the any key, especially since he was getting a little bit low on the key count, and it's been a little mean to him. Gonna get his second item here, which we know is the red candle, so they'll probably be happy to see that as well.
Yep, that would be a good offensive upgrade. Now, Truant Gamer is trying to find the bomb hole, but he's trying to find the bomb hole in the wrong room, because we know this level 8 is a segmented one. Actually, in this case, Cyclone, it would be, to paraphrase an Ed Hockey penalty call, holding the entire offensive line. Redbird finds the map, and that is still... Yeah, that does look like an alien ship looking at a pyramid. Possibly even the pyramids.
Gotta be careful you don't get wall mastered here. You don't want to go all the way back to the start when you're this deep into level 8.
That would be very unfortunate. And that blue Goma is a red herring, as Redbird has found his way to get the Triforce out of 8 and right in front of a Gliok.
At least he didn't kill the Gliok, but yeah, Gliok was trying to have a snack on the Triforce.
Sorry, not nomming on that today, Gliok. Meanwhile, Truant Gamer is coming up to low health, so gotta be careful here. Yep, up to 2 hearts now, so that situation's been alleviated for the time being. As Vonky does find level 3.
It looked like Redbird was debating if you wanted to go for the blue ring there or not. Chooses not to, which...
Oh, shoot. So, Sea Falcon got the triangle out of 4. Thank you very much. And we found that a Gleeok lurks by a lake. We already know that one game. Old news. And we have got Rocky running away from Lionel's and just barely getting away. Oh, and then sees an even worse room. Yeesh. This has not been a pleasant seed thus far. And I do believe, well, we'll know when we see Falcon getting the raft. We'll know when raft spots come up, for certain. Meanwhile, Truant Gamer is playing Dodge the Goma, does so successfully, and now gets the Triforce out of level 8.
That's his first Triforce on the night, so he is a little bit behind, but he's not too far, so anything's still possible considering this is Randomizer.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, Redbird taking another overworld death, as we have Truant Gamer stepping into level 7. And that's the second quest room to the one north of level 7 start. Now, the flags we are running do include second quest rooms. Redbird bought one of the hints, and unfortunately it was the one involving the old man saying, "Excuse me, I believe you have my stapler."
Now we have Sea Falcon on level 1. We'll see how he chooses to deal with this lovely NSU room that we've been having trouble with.
Yeah, this NSU room is giving our players the business. Truant Gamer finding level 2 with 2 heart containers total in this dungeon, plus the Triforce. Well, it would put him up to 9 hearts, which would be 1 off from a shot at max. Meanwhile, Redbird is getting robbed of his money by this seed as Vonky takes a death in level 3.
Yeah, that was another relatively rude room. A lot of... Ooh, there's our ladder in level 1.
This seed just opened up big time for Sea Falcon. Because now Red Ring is available, and any other ladder block that was in his way are now gone. Svonky takes another death in level 3.
Redbird is going to level 1 now, so he should be right on Sea Falcon's heels of picking that up. This level 3 is another Wizrobe Palace, so it's quite a challenge.
Yep, now the next thing that would be good for our runners to find would be another offensive weapon, because this is a very combat-challenging seed. Even some of our best combat players in the community would cringe at what's been seen thus far. And Vonky has to give $2, because the game's demanding it. Oh no, that NSU room is required because it has the Triforce. And since we have not seen the second item yet in level 1, by process of elimination, it's either there or to the left of the NSU room. That's just dirty. And the only thing worse than that would be having the ladder past the NSU room. And, well, unfortunately that did happen in the past tournament. On a race that I was on commentary for. But that's neither here nor there. Let's move on from that. We have Redbird trying to clear out a room of blue Lionels in one. And it's necessary.
We know he wants to do this, though, you know, because that ladder's right below this room. Lionel is not cooperating with him, though.
Yeah, not today, apparently. Although, thankfully, when they walk into the fire, they're bouncing back, rebounding it, and taking 2 hits, at least for the blue Lionels that are on the island. That is, if they move towards Redbird anytime soon, would be nice. As we got the Triforce out of 2 for Truant Gamer.
So he is tied with Redbird and Sea Falcon for the Triforce count. And Redbird is about to take out this last Lionel and grab his ladder momentarily, so he'll be definitely happy to see that.
And Truant's heading into 5.
And there is Redbird's ladder. He's gonna pick that up. That we'll see how he chooses to deal with the NSU room up here.
Looks like Vonky's going to dig further in 6. We know it's the inferior model, so it won't be anything required. I do believe somebody already grabbed that triangle. I'm trying to think of who it was out of the other 3. Might have been Redbird? Question mark?
For which level?
For 6. I think it might have been Redbird, but I'm not. But I can't say that with 100% certainty. We'll have to see on his pause screen next time he opens it up. But yeah, that NSU room for level 1 is going to be brutal and a real choke point for our racers tonight. Not just for our featured racers, but everyone in the race. Because in terms of combat, that room is nasty, and it's required.
Alright, Redbird Grad is about to attempt it, but he does have the ladder, so it's going to give him a little bit more movement range.
Ooh, and that 6 is segmented. And knowing how levels 1 through 6 are on the same 8x16 grid, it's kind of giving me an idea as to where level 5 would fit into all that.
And level 5 has our recorder, so that's going to give Sea Falcon a little bit more movement ability. He'll be able to transport.
One second, Dark Falls. That's vanilla, so I got one thing to say. Brad?
And Redbird opting to leave that Triforce and the second item 1 for now and come back to it later.
Can't blame him. That room is nasty. So we're about 46 minutes in Dark Falls. How about we get an item recap of what we know thus far?
Sure. Level 1 has our ladder, 2 has our heart container, 3 is unknown, 4 had our raft, 5 had our recorder, 6 has our magic boomerang, 7 is unknown, 8 has our red candle and our any key, 9 is unknown, armor sign was the banana, wooden sword, the white sword item was the wand, and our ladder item was the red ring today. So our bow is still at large, and so is our power bracelet. So those will be at 3 or 7, or possibly 1.
Also, as Sea Falcon got the Triforce out of level 5, silvers are at large and can quite literally be anywhere. It is the only major progression item that can be in level 9. We did see a hint that said step over the water to reach the bow. We don't know if that's the second item in level 1, or is there a dungeon at a raft spot? Or could it be something else altogether different? The only dungeon that can be at a raft spot at this point would be level 9. That level is still at large.
Well, step over the water doesn't necessarily mean it's a raft. It could be, that'd be sail over, so we don't quite know that yet.
Truant Gamer hits 10 hearts. He does have our first shot at mags, but it's only a 20% chance.
Right, we're back in the 4 to deal with these Lenmolas. Not going to be too happy to see this is just a red herring room.
Fonky gets the triangle out of level 6. But it looks like he's gonna Rick 6 it. But unfortunately, we all know that that's for the inferior model.
And Redbird grabbing his raft. Still don't know if it's necessary yet. We haven't found level 9 yet, so it's still possible.
Yep, and we've seen the potion prices, and the price for the red potion, also Coke, second potion, is the better bargain this time.
Yep, two at one extra use for only an extra 8 rupees, so definitely can't beat that price.
We have Sea Falcon teeing off on the pancakes in the shoot room. And now I'm craving IHOP.
True Gamer joining Steve Falcon this level 3. We'll see what we find here. This could tell us where our silvers are. If it's anything but the power burst or the bow, we know that our silvers will be 9, so it'll be interesting to see what we find here.
And we did find another toll in level 6, so I believe there's one more left out there somewhere.
Redbird grabbing his Triforce in 4, so he'll be on his way to the next dungeon. Level 3 being another home of Lionel's, which is never fun to deal with, especially this kind of room where it's Vinyl City with a bunch of turrets, lots of lag.
Yep, and the turrets you can't do anything about. At least not in this game. And our vanilla level 4 turned out to be a door repair.
So we got one more raft spot that we possibly could need. That's going to be the one on the coast. We'll check that out in a little bit, maybe. But level 9 is still at large. Can't really do much with it right now anyway, so it's no point in digging that out. Looks like Redbird is heading back to level 1 now to get that second item and deal with the Wizrobe infestation.
Fonky taking one more shot at level 6. Sea Falcon is fighting the Wizrobes in 3. Successfully, I might add.
And the room he is in now was the one that Valky took a death in earlier. He wasn't able to clear this out, so this could be the other room here.
Could also be the triangle room, but either way, that would be nasty. And he's got the right idea, but those blue Wizrobes can actually enter the door frame. That's a scary thought, but it's definitely possible. I've seen it happen before, and it could happen. Being out of bombs is going to make this a lot tougher.
He does have the red ring now, though, so he's not in as much danger. What he could do, though, is he could leave the room and save it, so the enemies that he killed will stay dead. Opts not to do that.
For nothing.
Yeah, he opted not to save the room, but thankfully he doesn't have to come back here.
All that for nothing and out of bombs too. But thankfully, there are a number of bomb shops around him. With bombs being cheap. Oh, and the hint in level 6 was quite literally a Kappa.
And that is a Dig Dogger in level 1. So, nothing there. We know that our next step is going to be under a staircase, though.
Yep, the Dig Dogger, unfortunately, in this case, is, well, it's a red herring, so our runners are going to have to be careful as they deal with this room. Thankfully, with the ladder, Redbird will be able to do more maneuvering around than without it, but even so, this is a dangerous room.
Yeah, so what he's doing is he's kind of poking his head out, stabbing a couple times, and going back in before he can get touched by the Wizrobe.
Yeah, this should be another room where you kill a few enemies, exit, re-enter, and hope the primary spawn isn't Uncle Wizzy. I'd rather have the Lionel in this case.
Well, right now he has the Wizrobe glitched out, so he can take care of it without it being too hard. All the Wizrobes are down, so he just has the 2 Lionels left.
Just has to be very careful about those wretched blue bubbles, because, well, bubbles, they're not the blue ones, they're just bubbles, and they curse Link, making him unable to swing a sword for a few seconds. They're worse than second quest.
And level 3 has our silver arrows.
Well done, Sea Falcon, in digging those out, but now the question now becomes, where is the bow? That is the one major item that is still at large. Now, don't get me, we could have Recorder or Raft at level 9, but it's also possible for level 9 to be at one of the push spots. That being said, we have yet to see the power bracelet.
Now, Redbird just up an 8 at level 1 after getting the Triforce. I did not catch what the item level 1 was. Did you?
I honestly didn't see it. Chat, did you pick that up? Meanwhile, we got silvers on Truant Gamer's side.
North of NSU was nothing, unless the book was there. That's the only thing I can think of that he didn't pick up.
Yeah, because that combined with the wand creates fire that not only you can walk into, also makes things a bit laggy. As Redbeard does pick up the wand.
That's the hunt for the Triforce here in this level 3.
That's the only question left. Where's the triangle? Oh, it's in the room that Sea Falcon and Truant Gamer are clearing out. Sea Falcon gets it first with Truant Gamer not far behind. Vonky does finally find the inferior model and says, no thank you. And that's going to be to TGE's delight.
And Vonky is now on level 8. He'll get his red candle and his any key here once he comes across it.
Both are going to be good pickups.
I probably won't want to see the red candle at this point. The any key, though, he'll definitely be happy to see. Truant coming across level 6. See if he digs out the boomerang as well.
Well, I'm starting to think that Redbird's already got the triangle out of 6, because while we have yet to see his pause screen, I would have reason to believe he's not going to head back there if he's got the triangle, unless he has to, and in this case, he does not. I could be wrong, though, but at this point, I'd say it's a 50-50 chance.
Redbird does not have the Triforce in 6 yet.
Alrighty, Truant Gamer has found the Triforce room in 6, but looks to be doing a Rick 6 at this juncture.
So you've said Rick 6 a few times now, Leslie. Why don't you explain to chat what that is, since people may not be too familiar with it?
Well, when you know where the Triforce is, you basically go back to dig out some rooms. That's essentially known as a Rick 6, because, well, usually it's only like about 6 rooms, but it's not meant to take too long. But when you're trying to find a key item, you'll do whatever's necessary. And something tells me Truant Gamer is going to pass on it and just take the Triforce. Or not. Going around the Gliok. But I'd say 6's Inkblot looks like ROB Rob after shooting the top weapon in Smash.
And Truant, seeing the boomerang, says, nope, I'm going to go back to the Gliok, steal a Triforce, and be on his way.
Well routed, too. Made the right turns to get there quickly and is saying, well, that's enough. Thank you. Come again.
Sea Falcon, on the other hand, is going back to 1, so we'll see what is here. I don't believe Redbird saw the second item here.
Looks like Sea Falcon was going to do a screen scroll, but then he got trolled by Pia Hat, so yeah, said no. And we got a triangle out of 3 on Redbird's side. Vonky picking up the red candle.
Now, we know Redbird wants to go back in there, because we know that's where the silver arrows are, but he is leaving 3 for now.
Ooh, that is gonna hurt. And yes, Mags could be in place, Cyclone. However, if Mag's not on the immediate path, it could be a while before he heads that way. And now we finally get to look into what this level 4 is. What secrets does it have? Is it the bow? Is it the power bracelet? Those are the 2 items that are suspected to be here, because those items cannot be in level 9. Oh, wait, the raft. And Truant Gamer's like, yeah, I'll take it. How did I forget the raft?
The second item in 1 and the item in 7 are going to be the bow or the power bracelet.
And the Dig Dogger was guarding a key.
That means our white sword and our book are going to be at level 9.
Yeah, and our runners are going to want to find White Sword, because otherwise you could have a 14 to 16 Heartwood Sword Ganon kill.
Now, Sea Falcon just got an awesome clock drop on this room, this NSU room.
Yeah, I dare say that for the purposes of the restream, this is our Clock of the Night nominee.
Truant Gamer grabbing his Triforce here in 4. He'll be able to move on now.
Huh. Nothing dropped in that room. So
Yeah, we saw that on Redbird's side when Redbird got up there.
So now the question is, if that's not where it was, then where in the blue blazes could it have been? Oh gosh, it's this room. Not as nasty as the NSU Triforce room, but this one's still gonna be nasty nonetheless.
Isolated, we know that silvers are in level 3.
Bonky gets the triangle.
Yep, he will be done at level 8 now. Gets his second Triforce on the night. Sea Falcon, on the other hand, still trying to deal with this room to grab this second item in level 1.
This is why I'm glad anti-fairies are vulnerable to magic powder. And that's a key room. Oh, that's a lot of work just for one small key.
It's that room right there. That 6 blue reservoir room. I believe that's the only one I did not see Redbird clear out.
I don't think I've seen anybody clear that room out, and this has to be something important, because this is a nasty combat room, wide open, and it is the power bracelet. That might not be a required item necessarily per se, but now all the push block spots are open to Sea Falcon.
Well, we still haven't found level 9 yet.
True that, and it looks like Sea Falcon did get the triangle out of 6, so that's the one we missed.
So that means that we know our boat is now level 7. So we have the complete story of the seed. Level 1 has the ladder and the power bracelet. 2 had the heart container. 3 had the silver arrows. 4 has our raft. 5 has our recorder. 6 has our magic boomerang. 7 has our bow. 8 has our red candle and our energy key. Level 9 has our white sword and our book. Armor item is the banana. The white sword item was the wand, and the letter item was the red ring. And Redbird Grad just grabs the Triforce in 5, and now he is on his way. He gets to go back to level 7 now.
And he also has to head back to level 3. Now, there's 2 items in level 9. So he might play the odds there. I can see that happening. However, if he does that, the odds are going to play him like a fiddle because we know that the silver arrows are in level 3.
Question is now is where will this bow be hiding in this level 7?
Hopefully not buried too deep. Uh-oh. The Chevy room with blue Lionels. That just looks nasty.
Yeah, I think this is our 4th Lionel and Wizrobe set, so not the friendliest of seeds for sure.
Yeah, and to think before random enemies were a thing, the non-friendly seeds for many runners were having 4 or 5 Wizrobe dungeons, which could get pretty nasty. But this is definitely worse, by a long shot. We do have Truant Gamer on the Blue Lionel room in level 1 that is right above where the ladder is.
Yeah, yep, once he finishes off these Lionels, he'll definitely be happy to see that ladder. As you said earlier, that opens up a lot of the seed for him. Yeah, gives him the red ring once he goes back to the coast.
Meanwhile, we're coming up on the hour 5 mark, and we have no .duns in the IRC rooms, so this is definitely a nasty seed by that metric.
So we know our Redbird is getting close to the proverbial go mode. He still hasn't found level 7. He hasn't found level 9. He's in level 7 now. He does need to get his bow, and we know he has to go back to level 3 to get that silver arrow, and possibly back to level 1 to get the power bracelet.
Yep, because we don't know if we see a hint that says no feat of strength will save the princess, then that becomes unnecessary.
Given how much of the overworld we've seen, though, it's getting likely that it could be level 9 underneath a power bracelet spot, or in that last coast spot that we haven't checked, or possibly even a Recorder Lake.
Good point, because we have yet to see what's underneath Recorder Lake.
First things first is level 7 and the bow.
Yep, that is our first order of business here. As we have Vonky making some progress in 7 as well.
Yeah, and Trent coming across the NSU room and unfortunately taking a death. Not the friendliest of rooms, as we've seen by all 3 people having a little bit of trouble in that room so far. And Truant coming back once he gets to Red Ring off the coast.
Yeah, I don't blame him for this play at all, because that room is just nasty as Vonky takes a death in 7.
So Redbird choosing to kill these Wizards at the moment. So if this is Triforce, he will have to come back in here. Hopefully he doesn't do another gamble.
I doubt it, because there's only so many gambles you can do in a seed, and I think he's... Well, you know how they say everybody gets one, as he gives the old man the business with the wand beam, and an Aquamentus in the next room, but it's a bomb drop on the floor, so there's nothing there. Oh, hi, Dig Dogger. Could you be blocking something? And Redbird is looking for bomb holes, but his bomb could very well be Dig Dogger blocked. That would give Sea Falcon the edge here, because he has the recorder.
That means we would know that Redbird will have to go all the way back to level 5 to dig that recorder out.
Yep.
We do have a bomb hole, though, so he's going to be able to go deeper into the dungeon here. And we do have a possible push block on him. Oh, maybe not, because we do have another Dig Dogger.
Yep. This could be a push block room, but it's a pretty rough combat set with a red whiz robe, 2 blue Lionels, 3 blue whiz robes, and a very good clock. We might have another nomination for Clock of the Night.
Truant Gamer coming across his recorder, so if we needs that, at least he has under his belt now. And we do have a staircase here in this level 7. And we do have our bow, so Redbird makes another checkmark off his list of things he needs.
And what that gives us is we are in know mode. K-N-O-W. I know it sounds like the word no, but trust me, we are in no mode knowledge. Actually, Sea Falcon just hit go mode as I was saying that, because we now know where everything is. Sea Falcon, the first of our 4 featured runners to find it at an hour 9.
Well, he's not quite in no mode yet because he still needs to find level 9. We have not found it.
That is true, but he is in go mode for the rest of the seed. Apparently, Vonky has... Thanks for filling us in, chat, for straightening us out, because we have Sea Falcon with 8 Triforce, Vonky with 6, so in that regard, there's only one thing I can say about that. Oh, I missed.
And guys, if you are enjoying what you're seeing, please give a thank you to F. Coughlin in chat, also known as Fred, to all of us in the Z1 community. He is the creator of the Zelda 1 randomizer. So thank you for everything you've done for us, Fred.
And with Redbird having all 8 pieces of the Triforce is going to begin looking for level 9, but we still don't know where that is, and he might have to go back. We know he has to go back into level 3. He might have to go back into level 1 as well. Or 5. Either or.
Yeah, it all depends on where this level 9 is going to be hiding.
And right now, level 9 is being an apparent hide-and-seek master. And speaking of other hide-and-seek masters, we'll get to that once we get to 9.
So, chat, so far, we have not seen level 9. Does everyone in chat want to call where it is? Max plus Pi, we have not checked any of the power bracelet spots yet. We only recently found our power bracelet in level 1.
The forest warp spot was a door repair, so we have just that one out of the way, but it is one off the list. And yes, Chad is right. 9 can change everything. It is often referenced as the Great Equalizer for that reason. As we have Sea Falcon buying bombs, which is really smart move, because bombs are definitely important for level 9.
So we got a couple. We got Recorded Lake. We got the power bracelet spot near the graveyard. Cyclone, no, we have not checked the coast draft spot yet, so that's still at play as well. We've checked the middle of Hyrule one, but not the coast one.
We have Redbird going back into level 3, and this is the play that he knows he needs something to help him find level 9, and while he's not going to find the either recorder or power bracelet here, he will find a definite required item here. We got Truant Gamer taking on a Gleeok. I meant Dig Dogger, excuse me.
To answer your question in chat, Redbird has the item level 7. That is the bow. He is the only one who has found the bow and a Triforce in 7, though.
And that's why Sea Falcon went out to get bombs to return to 7. Truant Gamer and Vonky rather, are here in 7 at this time.
I think that is why chat's calling for Redbird to go into level 7, so we have the quad high 5.
Not gonna lie, that would be pretty sweet, but I think what would be even sweeter would be the quad high 5 in level 9.
Vonky unfortunately taking level death here in 7.
Yep, taking a death, which is not... Well, you don't want that to happen in a dungeon. That Vonky is coming back. Possibly out of bombs. So this could be for a bomb refill.
Chat making a comment about level 7's lovely Pepto Pink palette, which is rather one of the more awful ones, I think.
And it's awful, but it also makes me think of the Pepto-Bismol song from the 90s, which I am not going to sing to keep the channel from getting muted. Rather, the VOD.
And Redbird grabbing his silver arrows, definitely happy to see that before he went digging through 9 for him.
Yep, because like I said, if he had tried playing those odds, he would have gotten played.
Looks like Redbird is going to go to the coast now to check that last spot, maybe.
Also, quick update from the IRC channel. We're an hour 15 in, and nobody has finished. So this is one of those really rough seeds, so to speak.
Now, we have Redbird going back into 5. He'll get his recorder here. And then see if he runs over to a recorder like the CF9s underneath the water.
And Vonky takes another death in the same room in 7. Ooh. Yeah, that Triforce room in 7 is nasty. At this point, I wouldn't blame Vonky if he came back after getting some more health. That's just me. Or a potion. Or both.
Well, the ladder is open to him in level 1. That would get him the red ring on the coast, so that's a play as well that he could possibly make. But that level 1 is not friendly, as we've seen.
And our meat block was in level 5 and posed to be an alternate path into a Dig Dogger room.
There's one room on his map that Redbird has not cleared yet. And he's actually going away from 5 now.
I can't say I blame him statistically because you only have one spot for the recorder. I mean, don't get me wrong, recorder really helps getting around the overworld once you've cleared dungeons, but Power Bracelet has the better odds here.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't know what the item in level 5 is.
Sea Falcon out of bombs, but has the Wizrobes glitched in the blocks, so now he's just going to be able to tee off on them at will until they go down or exit that state.
Redbird going back in level 6, unfortunately, so we know he'll get his blue boomerang here, which might cause some rage slashes.
And we've got a full Triforce for Sea Falcon at 117.22 and an any key for Truant Gamer.
Now just a matter of Sea Falcon finding level 9, though.
That's very true.
Gonna restack up on some bombs on the coast shop here. Then the hunt for 9 begins.
Yep, and it begins in full because he has full access to the entire overworld.
Vonky close to picking up his ladder here once you finish off these Lionels.
And he's going to really need that to get through some of this seed. Because early this seed, there were a number of ladder blocks. And the bow is in level 7.
Redbird Grad at the moment is looking for the power bracelet or the flute to help him get to level 9. We know that the power bracelet is in level 1 and the recorder is in level 5. All he's going to find, unfortunately, in level 6 is going to be the magical boomerang, which he will not be happy to see.
Yeah, he might just, not just that, frustration slashes, shoot it with the beams, or hopefully doesn't try and burn it because, yeah, I've seen that backfire on folks.
And with how big level 6 is, it's not the kind of dungeon you want to dig out, unfortunately.
Yep, we've seen where it is, though, as Vonky does get the ladder at 119.20. Thereabouts. And Truant Gamer just charging into that blue Lionel Chevy room like a boss.
And Steve Falcon has now found level 9. So what are we looking for here, Leslie? What's Steve Falcon priority list
We're
going to be doing?
looking for a single shutter door that stays closed when all the enemies are beaten, and we are listening for the roar of the beast, because the beast is extremely loud even when sleeping. And when he hears the audio of the beast, he'll know that in an adjacent room from where he is, we be that close to Ganon.
And the lights go dark. That means we do have Ganon here, guys.
Hey, here's Ganon! Now, Vonky takes a death in 1 in the Triforce NSU room, but it's going to take 14 to 16 hits with the wood sword. Having Red Ring really minimizes driver damage, but the point is you also gotta have, you just don't want to die here, because that's never fun.
Yeah, and Truant Gamer grabbing his bow in level 7. Happy to see that, I'm sure. Redbird, unfortunately, still digging throughout this level 6 to find his magical boomerang.
Vonky picking up a Red Ring. So Power Bracelet was required. That means Redbird's going to have to go back to level 1 as we got bacon on Steve Falcon's side.
So now we're going to be looking for a single shutter room that opens the minute he walks into it. We have seen that be tricky, though. Zelda does like to play hide and seek quite often.
That it does. Unfortunately, this one didn't pop open right away, and although admittedly that would be too easy. And also in level 9, you get one of the hints that could pop up, even though it's mixed hints, is you could have a hint that says where the kidnapped awaits or who's guarding the compass. And you can hear the lag on Sea Falcon's side. Or rather, see the lag, but you can hear it in the music too. And a death on Vonky's side, as Redbird is about to find where the magic boomerang is. As Sea Falcon takes the staircase, could the staircase be what's leading to Zelda? Nope, it's leading to locked doors.
Well, Ganon was so close that it does leave a lot of level 9 to be explored. And Redbird finding the magical boomerang here in level 6 and saying, no, I do not want you. I wanted something better. So we know now he has to go back to level 5. Sorry, level 1 to get that power bracelet.
Yep, this seed required the power bracelet.
I think he's heading to the
And
coast now to make sure the Nine's not on the coast.
hold the phone. Is this it? No, that was an enemy without rooms on Sea Falcon's side. He probably thought he had found Zelda, but nope, not this time. He got jebaited by the game. In this situation, Sea Falcon is opting to not fight any enemies unless he has to exit a room. And there's one of level 9's hints where the silver to kill the beast is, and we already know it's in level 3, so it lies elsewhere. Meanwhile, we have our first dot done out of the everyone in this race. TA909 has finished first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 22 minutes, 29 seconds.
So we have Sea Falcon digging through this level 9. Not having any luck finding the girl quite yet. Redbird Drad is looking to find level 9. And it does look like he's making the play to go back to level 1, so that's where he does have to go.
Good block clip on Sea Falcon's side. Avoids having to fight the Patra. Only to find a Patra on the other end. Game. That was rude. Just up AS. Can't blame him.
And this is the room with the power bracelet on Redbird's side, so he just has to deal with these Wizrobe infestation that is level 1.
Exits the room by mistake.
No, he wanted to reset the spawn since they were guarding the door so much.
No, that's fair, because you can get camped big. You can get camped big time here.
Decides to chug a potion to keep going in the room, which we know he has to do anyway, so not a bad use of a potion there. Deciding just to bomb the Wizrobes to heckin' back. And happy to see the power bracelet going to be able to hunt down level 9 now.
Yep, we got a power bracelet, so Redbird will now be able to find level 9 for sure, as Vonky takes a death in level 7, and Sea Falcon going down a staircase. Last bomb finds a bomb hole. Oh boy. Hopefully this is a push block, because he's going to have to beat up these blue Wizrobes in order to see if it is.
Now we have the kind of situation where Redbird will be entering level 9 quite a bit behind Sea Falcon, but with level 9 being the way it is, it's still definitely inside this race. Ganon was early, so at that point, it's just a case of can he find the red staircase first. It looks like Truant is making the trip back down to level 1 to deal with the lovely NSE room with the Wizrobes in it. And we know that he needs to get that power bracelet as well while he's down here.
Yep, however, Sea Falcon's exploration of 9 is going to be limited for now, as he's out of bombs. Redbird has found level 9, and it was the warp spot by Casino Corner.
And Mags is not 11 hearts. Truant Gamer is not able to pick it up quite yet.
Yep, that either leaves it at 12 to 14, and anything past 12 is above vanilla. Vonky does get the recorder out of level 5.
If nothing else, I will let him travel a little bit quicker, but that's about all that's going to do for him in this seed, since we know there was no digger required.
Looks like Truant Gamer's trying for the Triforce room at this time, which I can't blame him, because that'll also give him full health for going for that Wizrobe-infested room in the beginning.
Well, you could also think the item is in the room above this as well.
Couldn't fault him for that, really. Or does he think it's in this Digdogger room? We know that it's not.
And Redbird has come across Ganon, so he will just need to finish off the pig, and then he will be on the search for Zelda as well.
And TA is in chat saying, being honest about this seed, and based off what I could see from here, yeah, I will leave it at that.
And Redbird with a beautiful stun lock on Ganon.
Yeah, but we got a slippery pig as the pig slips away.
Gets it back though and finishes off the pig, gets his Triforce. So now can Redbird go out and find the correct path to Zelda before Sea Falcon can?
Here's the situation for bombs though. Redbird has 1 bomb. We unfortunately see Falcon doesn't have any. Opts not to go past the locked door, finds another Patra in another room. Oh my. And we do have a triangle pickup on Vonkel's side. I did not see which one it was. Hey, chat, did you pick that up? No pun intended.
Sea Falcon getting a little bit turned around in level 9, which is what 9 is best at doing. Gonna have to leave to go get some bombs though.
Yep. In the meantime, Redbird has not used his 1 bomb. Sees a hint about the silver and just stands there for a minute and is like, game you smell right now. Also, we never saw a single bomb upgrade out of our featured runners, so I'm wondering where those were. Probably buried deep in some random dungeon.
Yeah, there are only 2 of them, so it's sometimes can be a little bit of a hassle to find them.
Yep, some nights it's the bomb upgrades that are the true hide-and-seek champions.
Redbird getting a little bit roughed up in that room. Gets passed through it though. Truant Gamer grabbing his Triforce in 7.
And speaking of bomb upgrades, there was 1 in level 4, but at a cost of 111 rupees and deep in the dungeon, quite time and money consuming. And we just had 2 other runners finish. Oh wait, we just had, whoa. We got finishes coming in like crazy up in here. Jay Coper finishing 2nd place with an SRL time of 1:32.23. Furious K finished 21 seconds past that at 1:32.44. Skybills, 8 seconds past that at 132.52. Sniping Chest Jerk by 2 seconds, 132.54. And we just had another dot done. Thurwolf, 133.15. That's 2 through 6, folks.
Our featured runners are still going strong though. We have Redbird, Grad, and Sea Falcon on the hunt for Zelda. Vonky is trying to finish off level 6. Actually, no, he's leaving level 6. And we have Truant Gamer looking around up on the Lost Hills, so the last couple dungeons he's missing.
Sea Falcon using a potion. Right now, the kidnapped rather, is being a hide and seek master.
Yeah, right now we do have the quest to find the princess at the moment between Redbird and Sea Falcon.
Spiral staircase on Sea Falcon side. Yep, we got the book. Now we know where that is. Only thing left would be the white sword, but a bit late for that. And the recorder lake was a shop.
So Zelda giving both Redbird and Sea Falcon a bit of a trouble on this one. And so far, the opinion from the runners who have already finished is pretty unanimous that this seed is a thing.
Yeah, I think the unanimous ruling from our runners that have finished thus far is that this seed can die in a countywide tire fire.
Vonky about to pick up his silver arrows if he can get past all these Lionels here.
We already know raft wasn't required, but the coast raft spot was a medium secret.
And Redbird, unfortunately, taking a death deep into level 9 to some blue wizards trying to get across on a ladder clip.
And
Vonky picking up his silver arrows. Definitely happy to see those.
Redbird has run out of bombs, which is going to be problematic because I think we could have a magic bomb hole situation here. That magic bomb hole, magic staircase, it's got to be one of those at this point.
Truant on his side is about to pick up his power bracelet once he finishes off this room here.
That'll put him in go mode.
And that is the power bracelet pickup.
Current gamer, unfortunately, getting bullied for the old man's $2. Sea Falcon takes down a Patra, and once a Patra is killed, it stays killed. But is not fighting the other Patra, is just going to deal with it.
And I believe Truant Gamer is on his way to join the other two racers in level 9. I believe he does have the complete Triforce at this point.
But she is being a real hide-and-seek master tonight, that is for sure.
Truant making a beeline for the Lost Hills push block, and we know that is where he will need to go.
Checking one thing before he goes, and it's a he knew the potion shop was there. What am I kidding? Who am I kidding here? That was one of the first things they saw in the game, rather early though, and is now in level 9.
And the doors open up, so yes, he did have the complete Triforce. Now just a matter of can he find where he has to go.
Got a ladder clip on Redbird's side, but he's got to get. Oh, I was about to say he's got to get out of that room quick, but no, gets killed.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was the same room that he died on last time, so that room being a little bit of a pain for him. And chat, I would be remiss in not saying, please follow all these guys. This has been a heck of a race, not an easy seed to say the least. So please show all 4 of these guys some support and give them a follow, please.
This is certainly a seed that anyone liking Schadenfreude would probably enjoy watching, but not playing. Because this seed looks disgusting, to say the least. No, Cyclone, I don't think anybody did that.
Cyclone, that can't be the case. You can't have Zelda pass the bottom of the screen. There it is, though. The door opens up. Sea Falcon has gone through it, and he will take 7th place overall, the first of the 4 featured runners, with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 38 seconds. Let's get some GGs in chat, please.
Yep, only one way in to find the princess, but 3 doors for the room outside. That is, in a word, nasty. Truant Gamer picking up more bombs, but would have to pick up some more rupees. And good file names for Sea Falcon, I will have to admit, because honestly, that's hilarious. And something you do not want to see in a Link to the Past randomizer. I can tell you guys that if you are playing their seeds, it is not nearly as fun as you're making it out to be.
Gonna reach out to Sea Falcon to see if he wants to have a brief word with us in the meantime. And we have Adirondack Rick finishing 8th place overall with a time of 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 7 seconds. And Truant Gamer has come across Ganon.
Almost a perfect stun lock on Truant Gamer's side, like 1 or 2 hits away. And the pig's a slippery one today, gets away again. We got bacon on Truant Gamer's side, now the process of finding Zelda. But Truant Gamer did find the compass, so now has a good idea of what direction to go.
And we do have Sea Falcon in chat with us. GG, Sea Falcon, well played.
Hello, guys.
Hey, well played. Good luck on that. GG in that seed. Talk us through it. What do you think about it?
Oh, gosh. Man, that was a interesting seed, I'll tell you. There were quite. I certainly used more than a few bombs on some blue whiz robes to get through that. Thankfully, there were some cheap bombs in that seed. I wish I could have found a bomb upgrade. That would have been really nice.
There was one in level 4, but it was 111 rupees.
Ew. Alright.
Yeah, so this seed seemed like a basically a breeding ground of Wizrobes and Lionels.
Yeah, I was really glad, and one of the tricks I loved using was the one particular enemy set with the, I think it was a couple red Lionels, a blue one, and like a couple red Wizrobes, just killing the Lionels and then exiting, re-entering the room, and resetting the enemy spawn order. Made it so I didn't have to fight any blue Wizrobes, but unfortunately the orange ones were still there, and they were, I think, max HP, so it kind of made it a bit difficult, but honestly, it wasn't that bad. I found the ladder probably a little bit later than I wanted to, knowing the red ring was on the coast so early. That would have probably been nice, but, you know, other than that, I couldn't really do much more. You know, White Sword was a 9, so I was stuck with Woody the whole way.
Yeah, and Mags was over 11 hearts, so none of our featured runners have picked that up, and I don't think any of them are going to. So who knows where in 9 the White Sword was? It was probably past Ganon, I would think.
Yeah, I ran into the other glorious item in there while I was digging. That was fun.
Oh, the glorious book, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God.
So, are you gonna have dreams about Wizrobes tonight?
Yeah, probably. That was, it's been a while since I played a randomizer seed like that where I've had to fight Wizrobe room after Wizrobe room after Wizrobe room, but man, that was yeah, that was certainly an exercise in patience, and I will be the first to admit I am absolutely one of the worst players when it comes to fighting a Wizrobe with a sword. I can maybe do it when I have mags, but other than that, I just kind of walk in front of them and tank it and just swing my sword wildly until I kill them, so, you know, having the bombs was really nice.
Yeah,
So
that sounds awfully... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, let's revisit level 1 in that lovely NSU room.
Oh, yeah, where the Triforce was? Yeah, the first time I saw that, even having, I think, yeah, I picked up the ladder earlier in the level before that point. When I saw that, I looked at it, and I'm like, there is no way I'm going to be able to kill this without just dying. I mean, I think there were some bubbles in the room, and there were a couple of, I think it was a combination of blue Lionels and blue Wizrobes, and, you know, luckily the second time when I went in there, I wasn't exactly prepared, and then I got, you know, what I would consider, probably for me, the clock of the night, because it, you know, stopped the Wizrobes right in their tracks and let me kill them and get the Triforce. But the thing I was immediately nervous about level 1 was going back in and killing the other Wizrobe room for the power bracelet, because there was one spot in the overworld I had not checked that could have been level 9, and I might have wasted my time getting the power bracelet, so I was kind of happy to know that was actually needed.
Yeah, that wizard, that NSC room in level 1 was 3 bubbles, 3 blue wizrobes, and then 2 Lionels, 2 blue Lionels.
Yeah, it was certainly a rougher seed for me in combat. And also, I made a bit of a mental error back when I was at the beginning of the seed in level 8. When I ran into the Chevy room, at one point, I immediately left level 8 thinking it was ladder blocked, and I realized the second time when I went through, I went right around the Chevy room. And I'm like, man, I should have checked my map.
We've all made those type of errors. I had a few last night in my race, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So then we have this lovely level 9 with Zelda being as tricky as she can be to hide a bit. Thoughts on level 9?
Yeah, I've had a bit of a trouble lately with going through a scenic percent in level 9 as it's known, where you just visit room after room after room and I can't find Zelda. And, you know, when I found Ganon early and saw the shutter door north of him, I admit I got my hopes up that, man, this is going to be one of the easiest level 9s. And then, well, yeah, it kind of fell apart from there. I, you know, found the staircase to the area where Zelda was the first time, but I didn't have the compass, and I believe I was out of bombs when I got there the first time, so I couldn't actually find the correct bomb hole, and eventually I had to end up leaving level 9 and buying more bombs and then coming back in.
Yeah, currently looking at your fellow racers, Redbird is on the hunt for her as well. Truant is also in level 9 at the moment. And Vonky is still trying to clear level 7.
Okay, I see Redbird's turn. So that's what the map of level 9 looks like, I see, because I never picked that up either.
Yeah, it's Swiss cheese like it always is.
Yeah, there's some interesting holes right in the middle there, too. It's interesting.
Yep, not a segmented level 9 tonight, folks.
Oh, I remember that from last week.
I heard about that one.
Oh, yeah.
So as a whole, how are you enjoying these weekly races? Are you looking forward to some of the different seeds coming up?
Oh, yeah. I've started, well, actually, I've been a long-time viewer of the Z1 Rando for pretty much over a year now. But due to, unfortunately, having a not-so-good computer, I was really unable to stream it for a while, and so I'd kind of been playing offline a bit, and finally, luckily, this past Christmas, I got the goods, and, you know, recently, my health situation got a little bit better. I got to start joining the nightly races in, I think it was late February, and I've had a blast ever since then, even if some of these seeds like this one, a level 9 like that, drives you nuts.
Now, at the end of the last tournament, we got the word that our next tournament coming up will be in either late July or early August. Are you going to be a contender in it with us?
As long as nothing like major comes up in real life that stops me from like participating, yeah, I probably will be signing up.
Well, we definitely look forward to seeing you, and hopefully nothing does happen. We would love to see you in it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
All right. Thank you for the great race, and GG again.
Absolutely, GG.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was our winner of our featured for C Falcon. Probably going to see him in chat, and we'll try to touch him back to the races at hand at the moment. Truant Gamer and Redbird Grad are still digging around in level 9 to find where the elusive princess is.
Whoa, we just had a heck of a snipe over amongst our other runners while we have Boletta finish in 9th place with a time of 1:48.10. Who's speaking of a finish right now, where Truant Gamer just finishing with an official SRL time of 1:51.52, sniping Willow Sticks for 10th by 1 second.
So let's get some GGs in chat, please, for Truant Gamer for coming in second for the featured 4. And we will be reaching out to Truant to see if he wants to come chat with us in a moment. And Redbird is still digging out in level 9. Not the friendliest of level lines, to be sure. And Vonky is still looking for his bow here in level 7.
To answer Chess Jerk in chat, CJ, nobody in the feature has picked up a sword upgrade. And Mags was above 11 hearts, and nobody picked that up. The white sword was in 9, and no one has found it, as far as I'm aware.
And we do have Truant joining us momentarily in chat.
White sword behind Zelda? Oh, that's just gross. Fair point, Rick. Fair point. And Bonky does take out a dig dogger, but nothing there. He has to clear this room to get the bow. And he's trying to get a better enemy spawn, I think. Yep. That's precisely what it was. And now getting camped by a Lionel.
And with that, we do have Truant Gamer in chat with us. GG Truant, talk us through the seed. Well played.
Hello?
Hey, well played, man. Talk us through the seed.
Yeah, seemed like everything early on was going to be not too bad, was finding all those dungeons on the right side of the map, but I know for myself, I realized halfway through I was playing it a little too nicely.
Yeah, the siege started to look nice, but it was just a wolf in sheep's clothing.
So yeah, this was a pretty combat-heavy seed, to say the least. A lot of Wizard of Lionel sets in this one.
Yeah, a couple of those important dungeons were a little, like I said, a little more, combat heavy. And I don't know, I saw that red ring early, and I think I was just being too lax on it, expecting to get that early enough that I'd be able to fight through combat. And that magic sword being at least 12 hearts definitely didn't make it easier.
Yeah, what Rick said pretty much sums it up. That's what happens when you work a long day and then come home and do commentary. Sometimes you miss a few things, because this seed wasn't real. The only thing really nice about it was the bombs. That was pretty much it. But yeah, I misspoke. I'm gonna have to go with Rick. This was definitely a brutal seed overall. What were your thoughts on that level 1 having to get the Triforce out of a pretty rough combat room and then come back for the power bracelet?
Yeah, I was convinced that the power bracelet was blocked behind one of those two rooms past the Triforce itself, so I was trying to be cautious to not get Y-forced into it. And then afterwards, I gambled without hoping that I didn't need it. And once I figured out I did, I'm glad it was the first room to the left.
Yeah, in a sense, that was a relief, because I've been on a race call where that was the situation where it was a critical item past that, and it turned out to be required.
And we do
it
have
was unfortunate too, because the any roads were somewhat helpful, but you still had to get to one of them first, and then the levels were so far apart that even the whistle didn't really put you anywhere that would make that easier for traveling.
Yep, certainly a seed where nothing came easy. And no OTA, I don't think anyone has found a map. I haven't seen that ink blot, but judging by looking at level 8, that was probably a very interesting looking one.
So Vonky is in level 9. I don't think he has all the Triforces, though. Oh, maybe he does. Okay.
Yep.
So Vonky is joining Redbird in level 9. I thought he was missing one Triforce. So we'll see how long it takes Vonky to complete this path to Zelda, who was quite well at hide and seek today. Truant, talk us is level 9. It wasn't a thing.
Yeah, I was thrown off at first when every single room was a dead end, and I believe I went left eventually, worked my way to Ganon, and then was hoping that that was going to be easy to get to Zelda. And of course, you had to take a somewhat of a magic staircase and bomb your way up or down and around to get to her.
Yeah, the only thing that was simple about this 9 was finding the pig. And other than that, everything else was a big game of hide and seek. We saw pretty much most of 9 between all 4, between the first few restream racers. And yeah, definitely not an easy find to get to where you need to go.
So let's go back to level 1 for a second, and that NSU room with the Wizards. Thoughts on that? That was a thing.
Yeah, I actually misremembered what room it was. I thought that was a multi-block room that I passed earlier with a bunch of blue Wizzies, and I was expecting to come back in for a harder fight. Thankfully, being NSU, I could bait them over the water a little bit, but like I said, I was worried that the bracelet was hidden past it, and I didn't want to get bumped into the Triforce, so I was trying to get north and west before I did anything.
It was a good strategy, that's for sure. Also, we got Bacon on Vonky's side, and Redbird has finally finished this level 9. Get your GGs out, everyone.
And we also have Jay Wade finishing in 13th place with a time of 2 hours and 31 seconds. Redbird got right behind with a time of 2 hours and 34 seconds in 14th place. So get some GGs in chat for both of them as well. And we will give a quick shout out to Redbird and see if he wants to join us also.
And here's some of the comments from our runners in the IRC chat. Seawolf, comment, Breath of the Reviled. Yep. And Rick, I love your comment. And my girlfriend would love it too, because she loves watching Full House. To quote Stephanie Tanner, how rude.
All right, so Trent, I'm going to turn this over to Redbird. So I just want to say GG again and well played, and we will see you next week, hopefully.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, GG.
And now we have Redbird Grad chat with us. Redbird, GG on that seed, that was a thing.
What the heck did we just play, man?
I believe Rick said it best in chat when he said this was one of the most brutal seeds he's seen in a while.
It wasn't that it was hard, it was dumb. I mean, that's the kindest I'm going to be to this seed. Like, there were a lot of challenging parts with combat. Yeah, whatever. We had to get through that. No problem. Wizrobe stuff, fine. We've all seen that before. But just when the seed played out the way it did and then the way 9 played out, it just felt like it was dumb, man.
So, we'll revisit level 1 first, because that's the kind of thing that everyone's been talking about so far with that lovely NSU with the 3 blue Wizrobes, the 2 Lionels, and the 3 Bubbles. That was a thing.
Yeah, if the red ring wasn't so close, I was just going to tough that one out. But the fact that I hadn't found the room drop item told me that I was going to come back with the red ring anyway. But then I came back with the red ring, got the Triforce, and forgot to pull the room drop item. So I kind of shot myself in the foot on that one.
Yeah, we've all done that at some point, playing a randomizer, made a mistake that's wound up costing us big time. I know swear I thought I shot myself in the foot just last night.
Yeah, I mean, rando's fun because you do stuff like that, right? I mean, you have to keep track of so much stuff, and when you have a combat challenging seed like you do here, there's a lot more things that are on your mind than, oh, I haven't cleared this room, or I forgot the room drop. And there's a lot of stuff going on and a lot of moving parts. Unfortunately for me, this seed played out that when I was in go mode, I wasn't really in go mode because we needed that power bracelet for 9. So, and then I got into 9, fine. Nobody had finished. It was 1:10 on the clock when I walked into 9, no problem. And then I just had a 50-minute 9, so that was fun.
Yeah, that's level 9 was a thing for pretty much everyone, I believe.
Yeah, it was kind of one of those that was like everywhere you turn, there was no easy combat room that led you to a safe stairway. It was kind of like, okay, if you clear this room, it's going to be a challenging one. It might give you a stairway. Then you clear it, like the one in the northeast that I went to 3 or 4 times and died a couple times. You clear it, and then there was nothing. There was no stairway, and that was the quote unquote, when I say dumb, that was the dumb part of it there. But it was just a very much a pick your poison 9, and the people that did well, I think, probably had 9s play out much better than what I did.
And then there's that one room in 9 that you died on a couple times with the 3 wizards with the ladder clip.
Yeah, and the funny thing was, the second time I went in that room, like, I got excited because there's 2 stairways that led you there, and the first one was like, whatever, I was exploring. The second one, I forgot that I'd already been to the northwest, and so I saw that shutter door pop open automatically, and so I followed it. I'm like, all right, great. And then I went back up there, and I'm like, I've tried this clip before. This is bad news. I should not be in this room whatsoever.
All right, Redbird, since we do have you here, you have something with Random Effect going on right now called the Battle Royale. Do you want to give us a quick rundown of what that is?
Yeah, man, we're really excited about this as a community. Basically, it's taking Fred's randomizer, and because there's different flag sets, like you're seeing one here tonight that played out of the last tournament, because there's different flag sets and different ways that you can run this game, what we've done is we've created the ability for people to create mini tournaments to where it's 8 to 10 runners, and it's really cool. So you create a flag set, there's 8 to 10 people sign up, and then the first week, everybody runs those flags, and whoever comes in last place is out. And then the next week, it's 9 people. And then the next week, it's 8 people. You go all the way down until you finally get one person, and the top 4 in any one of those mini tournaments are going to get points. If you get points, you're automatically going to be entered into a final race at the end of the year. But the top 9 that get points are going to automatically go to like the final race off. So it's a year-long thing. There's a whole bunch of mini tournaments. They're going on right now. There's a Discord forum. Ask around, ask people. If you're not in the Z1 Rando Discord, it's in there. But it's a really awesome thing that Random and I think, kind of threw together, and the community backed and supported. I mean, we can sit back now because everybody's kind of grabbed a hold of it and run with it. But it's a lot of fun.
Sounds like it's a lot of fun. And what I'm curious about is this anything that's been featured anywhere via Speed Gaming or any of the Restream channels?
Yeah, so a lot of people are actually stepping up. So when there's 10 racers, it's kind of too big kind of to host on one. But now it's getting down to 4 and 3, and Randomizer Mania is picking it up. Randomania is picking it up for us. When it gets down to 4, 3, 2, and 1, race, that type of thing. So it is going to start being restreamed. And like I said, the cool thing is that if you don't like I hate shapes, right? I don't like shapes. I don't have to run flags that are shapes. It's just you can create whatever flag set you want to. And if you don't like a particular kind, or if you're kind of beginner entry level, you can find a flag set that's welcoming to that. And everything's going to be picked up. As soon as it gets down to, like I said, 4 or 5 racers, then those weeks on will get picked up by somebody.
Now that sounds like it's going to be something to look forward to.
So my next question for you, Red. At the end of the previous tournament, we got the word that our next tournament for Z1, our next community-wide tournament, is going to be late July, early August. Are you going to be a runner, and how are you feeling towards that?
Oh, absolutely. I love this randomizer, and I'm still learning it, still learning the ropes like you saw tonight. There's a lot of kinks in my game I gotta figure out here, but made the brackets in the last one, which was, kind of my goal there. And then now my goal that I've got to know more of this is going to be to move on a little further, maybe get like a Sweet 16 Elite 8 type of thing. So I lost to the runner-up. I can say that. So had a lot of fun with this last one, and I definitely will be joining the new one.
All right, my friend. GG again. We are going to turn our attention to Vonky and cheer him on to finish this out. He is in the same boat where he just needs to get the girl now.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for doing commentary and speed gaming. Thanks for picking this up every week. This is awesome for us, for Z1 Rando. So really appreciate it, speed gaming. Thank you.
Absolutely. GG, Redbird.
Yes. And again, a quick shout out to everyone involved here. Please give Redbird Grad, Truant Gamer, Sea Falcon, and Vonky a follow. We'll post their links in chat momentarily. And please give a special thank you to our tracker behind the scenes, Cyclone GU. And of course, everyone on the Speed Gaming family for putting on these weekly races for us. Without Speed Gaming, this would be not as fun to watch. So thank you to them. And of course, thank you to my commentary partner today, Leslie Pro 04. And we have. Go ahead, Leslie.
All right, yeah, sure. We've got Vonky back in 9 after purchasing bombs. Unfortunately, he's going to need to pick up a few more rupees to get another pack, so going to have to be careful about where he uses them.
Yeah, we do know we have that bomb hole situation, so right now it's just a matter of which bomb hole is the correct one.
Yep, this is definitely a very difficult 9, that's for sure.
Well, it's kind of like what Redbird said. It was kind of like a pick a poison level 9. None of the rooms were easy combat, and the path was kind of convoluted, so it was a matter of where do I go and what do I want to spend to get there.
Yeah, that sounds about right, and it'd have J Klasnick finish with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 3 minutes, 51 seconds for 15th place. It's alright, Cyclone. It wasn't anything involving Gatorade, so you're good. On to business. Funky is down to 1 bomb. Really has to be careful here.
He's getting to the right part of the map. It's just a matter of getting to the right path now. And this bomb hole is one of those tricky ones where you have to bomb south. It's the kind of bomb hole that a lot of people overlook because your natural instinct will never be to bomb south.
That it did, Cyclone. That it did. Okay, that blue rupee pickup on Vonky's side is going to be very helpful because now he has enough to at least get bombs. Should the next bomb not yield the right bomb hole. I believe this is the room. Yes?
He's getting close to it. It is going to be a southern bomb, and that is the bomb hole. And hopefully he keeps going south here. It's one more down from here.
Ooh, so he's going to have to get a bomb drop in this room. Ooh, good thing it's red Lionels because otherwise that would be dicey, to say
Well,
the least.
it's the blue Lionels that drop bombs, though.
Must be getting Lionels and Darknuts mixed up. Well-timed fairy drop there.
So he does need to go south in this room, but unfortunately, he needs to go and get a bomb drop somewhere. This room will not help because that's wizard herbs.
And he got reverse Kanana keyed into that door, but thankfully with the any key, it's no harm, no foul.
Well, he wanted to leave and go pick up some bombs anyway.
Yeah, this seed is definitely a thing that is one to... Well, it's not going to be remembered kindly. Oh, there's a bomb drop.
Well, he'll probably stock up on the full 8 and then go back.
I think it's the full 7 and nope, the full 8. They did not drop a max bomb like some of our other runners did, but that's the pains of the tolls.
Alright, Vonky is back into level 9. I think he knows where he has to go, though. I think he's going to make a beeline back to that line over him.
Just got to get back to that room, bomb south one more time, and using silvers on red Lionels uses up rupees. So now without rupees, can't fire arrows. Goes without saying. Got a good fairy drop, though. And Jiggly Saint, to answer your question, the power bracelet was the item in level 1, one of 2, the other being the ladder, and 7 had the bow. Yep, it was that Wizrobe Room early dungeon.
And we have Amazing Toaster finishing in 16th with a time of 2 hours and 14 minutes and 43 seconds. Vonky's going to be a little bit careful here on his bomb expenditure.
I get why he's doing it, but at the same time, that's not the right play because of the bomb hole situation. Oh, he doesn't have the compass. That's why he doesn't know. And Mags was what? Mags can't be 16 hearts. You sure it's not a 13 there?
It could be 14.
I'm presuming typo because of where the 3 and 6 keys are in the number pad part of the keyboard. But I could be wrong.
So Vonky does have 2 bombs still. We'll see if he spends them in the right spots.
Ow, that one was not right, and now it's got to be super careful. I wouldn't drop another one unless it was an intent. I don't know how Fonky plays. I don't know if Fonky knows about the whole 10 count deal. And yes, White Sword was in 9, and that's not the right spot. But it did yield a way down, so... Okay, a doorway. Okay, that's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Alright, and Vonky has found it. And he will finish the seed in 17th place with an official SRL time of 2 hours and 16 seconds. 2 hours, 16 minutes, and 9 seconds. So GG to Vonky.
Get your GGs in chat, everybody.
And we're going to see if Vonky wants to have a quick word with us. Until then, I just want to say again, GG to everyone involved. Please give all 4 of these runners a follow. Please follow our tracker behind the scenes, Leslie Pro. Our tracker behind the scenes, Cyclone GU, and my co-coms today, Leslie Pro 04. Vonky will be joining us momentarily. Please stay tuned. Leslie, do you want to go over the speed gaming channel while I get Vonky set up?
Yeah, sure. I just have to pull the schedule up. Okay, so now looking at Monday's schedule, we have the in progress and link to the past random. We are joined, so I will hold that thought.
All right, and with that, we do have a Vonky in chat with us. GG Vonky, well played.
This was not well played. This was horrible. This was... I cannot even begin to describe how I feel. I mean, I don't even dare check how many times I died.
I don't blame you. This seed was an atrocious pile of garbage that should die in a county-wide tire fire. It was that bad of a seed to our runners.
I've seen some pretty bad seeds in my day, but this was just I don't know what to say. It was just horrible. It's been like forever since I did a Z1 random, and I was like, oh well, you know, easy flags. Let's do one. Well, yeah.
The story of this seed was basically weird item placement and item placement behind rooms that required a lot of combat.
Yeah, and the combat's not the problem. It's just those 8 angry blue wizards that they killed me so many times. It was, I don't know, I don't even remember how many dungeons had wizards. I believe 1 was very difficult with wizards, 7, which one else? There were more, I think 3 as well. I don't even remember. I've been running all over the place trying to find items in dungeons that did not have wizards.
Yeah, the majority of dungeons definitely did. I can only think of a couple that didn't. So yeah, this was definitely a heavy combat scene to say the least.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be too bad, but those bubbles, the combination with those bubbles, that was so awful. I mean, that one room in 7, before you had the ladder where you had to go in and right, there were like 2 Lionels, I believe a blue wizard and some orange ones. Those bubbles kept wrecking me, and I was getting more salty by the minute.
Alright, so now that this has become a weekly thing, are you going to be playing more rando coming in the next couple weeks?
Well, it is 6:22 a.m. here. I was hoping to be in bed by now. So yeah, I'm not joining a lot of weeklies since I'm from Europe and only have so limited time.
Alright, then my final question for you. At the end of the last tournament, we found out our next tournament is going to be late July, early August. We'll be seeing you racing with us.
Tournament?
The fall tournament.
Maybe. There's also a Z2 randomized tournament coming up, so I don't want to do 2 in a row, considering most of my race time should be at night for me then, so I don't know yet. Probably. But I need a lot of practice.
Alright, well, we hope we see you there. You're definitely a fun racer to watch, and just, again, GG for at least finishing the seed. It was a challenge, to say the least.
It was more than challenging. If I wasn't being restreamed, I probably would have quit. I must say, so that's how frustrated I was. Did any of you ever find out what the white sword item was?
It was the wand.
It was the wand. Oh, great. Where was it?
It was at the Forgotten spot, the one that's right up and left from level 1.
Up left from level... Oh, yeah, I did not check that. White sword? Anybody found the white sword?
No one on the restream did. We know it was in level 9, but that's all we know. It was somewhere in 9.
Yeah, by the time I was in 9, I was okay. If the white sword is here, that's too bad. I didn't need it anymore. I was also very low on hearts. I did not find a lot of hearts.
Yeah, it's hell started from pretty much everyone. Everyone had a low heart count for the most part. And of course, Mags was 14 hearts.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that. Usually I'm okay with these kind of hearts, but this was just, this scene just totally wrecked. I can't believe people actually... TA09 finished in, like, what, 1 hour and 15 minutes or something?
Hour 22 and change. Yeah, this was a rough seed for everybody.
Except for him, apparently. Oh. I actually bought a blue ring. Of course, I found the ladder right after that, so... Yeah, I don't know. You can say a lot about the seed, but it was just hell. That's how I feel. Yeah, that's about it. I should probably get to bed.
Alright, man. Sleep well, and hopefully we'll see you next week, if not in the coming weeks going forward, considering this is now a weekly thing.
Yeah, Sometimes when I get home from work, I watch some people race it, but I don't have a lot of time to join them. So when I can, I probably will.
That's understandable, because time is limited for a lot of us. GG and sleep well.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for the restream.
All right, then, chat. And with that, we will close it up. So, again, please give all 4 of these guys a follow. Our tracker behind the scene today was Cyclone GU. My co-commentary partner today was Leslie Pro 04. And, of course, please follow all of our Speed Gaming family of networks. Speed Gaming 1 through, I believe we have 1 through 6 now. I was Darkfalls 1983. We will see you guys on the next show. Everyone have a great evening.
Yep, have a great night, Leslie Pro 4, and don't forget to follow Dark Falls as well. And there's a link to the past randomizer in progress on Speed Gaming 5 and 2.